Hello and hi, this is season 32 tier list, and I'm sure this at least 90% accurate on the list I'm doing for picks. So sorry for if I don't if I exclude some build on it which I consider not strong enough. Okay, no further ado, let's get started. Okay, before I proceed, I'm going to talk about two builds which don't get benefit from season 32, which is Raymond and Ina Mystic Alive. So I'm going to do like this. Okay, so why is that? Because Shenlong, these two weapons is very strong to the builds, where for Ethereus we don't have slot for that, so the build Raymond generator don't get buff enough. They don't even get buff at all, so it's a bad news for Raymond. So for Ina's same case, Ina is using yeah, this one I try, but the damage is sucks. Okay, maybe you can use for speed only. I will do a video if I have time for the speed monk. And no breaking. Yeah, monk also using Shenlong, that's why they are not eligible for Ethereus weapons. Okay, let's check the tier list for the next part. Okay, now we talk about Ulanas. Ulana, they have the very first version, the stronger version, where you hit when every compensation circle you hit one time only with the Shenlong, which they believe a stronger version. And the other one is a Lion Claw versions, where you can hit during the conventional elements circles. I mean cold circles, you can hit twice for 7-sided strike because they are using the flow and eternity. And for season 32, what you can yeah, Shenlong, you can't do anything for the build for season 32. Only Lion Claw setup can do some tunings, so I will stay with this one, and I come up with yeah, same, they use Bastak's cutthroats. And what you have considered is a passive. Let's see for the passive. Everything is here. I include the Guardian Puff. No, the new passive I include is Determinations, which give you more damage. Alright, this is the best one for passive beside Relentless Assault. We cannot use Relentless Assault because we don't have the skill to blind or frozen or stuns like that, so the only option is Determinations. And I don't have quite much experience for Yulana builds. Maybe there's something you can do to change a little bit. And yeah, they buff up quite strong, around 10 tiers. Okay, let's check the next builds. Okay, for the Sun Wukor Temper Thrust, and by overtime the skill will change a bit, which they don't use anymore. The normal hits we 100 feet, and what else? Let's see. And yeah, momentums, skills. Okay, we don't use momentum anymore. Maybe they use normal hit, but for temper strike I don't think normal hit is needed. You just have to keep temper rush, flurry, so it's unnecessary. And yeah, this is the latest build. If you want to try, you can try it out. And I already tested with season 32 teams weapons. From what I see here, they suggest to use this one, Jet Talons, where my parts I don't see they are so good in DPS, as you can see here. But for this one, the bug duck, where when you keep attacking the same enemies, you see here the consecutive hit increased by 10% up to 100%. So this is when you deal this flurry, I think you are doing this, hitting the same enemy over and over. So this is quite important. Yeah, this is the damage you can see here compared to Jet Talons, which is quite like in half of it. And yeah, one thing you might consider is the resource. So because of Sambuco always out of resource, so they stack a lot of resource cost reduction. Even for the helm, they use the topaz gems to reduce even further. And yeah, if you find out that you don't have enough, say your resource is not enough, maybe you can change momentum to something like chance of resonance, where you can gain 4 spirit when you have this skill here. And yeah, basically this is the build, and not bad. Okay, I'm now going to talk about P pattern of justice. The build is a temperance build. Okay, where they have 2 variants. First is they using Stone of Jordans, where all the skills, all the gears with lightning damage because of Won Kim Lao. And for season 32, where I found that you cannot use Stone of Jordans, instead of you must use Obsidian Ring of Jordan, where you don't really have to stack too much of cooldown reduction. I don't like to stack too much of cooldown reduction, by the way. So this is one thing, because it's hard to farm gears with all cooldown reduction, right? And good thing is the build with Jordia, I already tried all the 3 weapons, and the last one, this is the strongest, what we call it as Bata Cutthroats. And yeah, they give her very good damage and boost. Why is that? Because of the double attack speed from flying dragons. And before that sorry, and before that, I don't know, they even boost your flurry damage so much. So this is quite interesting. Yeah, what else for the passive? For the originals, yeah, you must include all these harmonies. Yeah, so for more damage, beside harmonies as a passive here, you can see you can choose Relentless Assault for more DPS, or your toughness. If you find that your toughness is a problem, maybe you can try something else for more toughness. For example, this one, Resolve. Yeah, I think nothing much to say about this. Next checks for the next one. Alright, for the best push in season 32 is LOD Wave of Light, where they gain around more than 10 tiers in the season 32's by interior weapons. Okay, basically the build is quite same as you can see. And for the weapon, you must use Batok Cutthroat. How to read it? Batok Cutthroat. Okay, and the passive, the new passive you can include is a Mystic Rhythm. When you hit with norm hit, you get more damage for your Wave of Light. Basically nothing much to say, and as I can see, the build is quite tanky. Alright, maybe you can do some tuning here around, but I don't have the time for that, so we will see. But overall, they already very strong in this form. Okay. Alright, before I wrap up the videos, I'm going to explain a little bit. For the LOD wave alike, they stand in between S triple plus and S plus plus. Why is that? Because the skill here, you have to hit the same target to gain up to 100% damage. This is the uncertainty part for the build, so I will just leave it in as these two tiers in between. And for POJ, because they are using because POJ is using oh come on, flying dragon. Yes, because POJ is using flying dragon, where you don't know when the flying dragon is going to activate. So maybe your COE element is here, but the double speed is not there. So this is quite uncertainty. So I will just leave it like this in between these two. Okay. And for the rest, Sangoku get buff a lot, so they are in S tier now, and Ulana is still not great in A plus. And sorry for Raymond and Ina Mystic, where they cannot gain benefit in season 32. Okay, I think that should be it. Okay, sorry for I need to do some correction for Ulana. This is a new tiers. Ulana get buff in around 10 tiers. That's why they are come from A to S tiers, which is a little behind of Sun Goku Temple Rush. So take note, this is a correction, a mistake I made. Sorry for that.